Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Xillia. In the last episode, we ventured back to Hamil, where we met a strange little girl with a doll, mysterious doll. Her name is Elise, and we decided to take her along with us on our journey here. And actually, I got a Lilium Orb stuff to take care of. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Jude has 3. Let's go ahead and increase it real quick. But as of right now, we are heading back. We got Long Step. Okay, let's read what that is. Perform front steps and back steps over a greater distance so that our side steps and stuff like that will go a lot faster. But in the last episode, we got Elise, and we decided to take her on our journey. We are back here in a Xillia Seahaven.
Thing floating in the air like that.
Who knows? Sheer talent, I guess.
But that's pretty much that. We're back here in a Xillia to kind of get a next viewpoint where we're supposed to go. But if we come over here and talk to this guy, remember we got a mission from him to get a porridge? Let's go ahead and talk to him. That's it. And perfectly ripe too. As promised, I'll buy it from you. So with that porridge, we got a Sheba dog's muzzle. We completed that side quest and we got 1200 gald. So now we are officially done with all the side quests here in the Xillia. So now let's go ahead and talk to this guy right here.
Excuse me, when is the next ship leaving for Fenmont?
I'm afraid the Rashigal government has blockaded the capital and its surrounding regions. That means all scheduled voyages to Fenmont have been cancelled. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Are any ships sailing?
Sorry, ma'am. But the route to Sapstraph Seahaven is still open. Would you like a ticket to Sapstraph Seahaven?
So now our next destination is Sapstraph Seahaven. So let's go ahead and say yes.
Very well. Please board the ship and await departure.
That's not something you see every day. You get your mail by carrier pigeon?
Something like that. It's how I keep in touch with someone special from afar. I told her a beautiful woman has appeared in my life.
Hey, I didn't know you were married.
Do I look like the marrying type to you, Mr. Honor Student?
Huh? You mean you're not?
Who knows?
Oh, looks like we're about to depart.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen the sea before.
Impressive, huh?
Just what was that girl doing in the village?
Wasn't she being held captive?
Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe she was being protected. Elise?
Tipo, look! Well, hey! Check out that water! You'd die if you fell in.
She's not a bad girl.
It doesn't seem that way.
I wonder if we'll find someone who'll take her in.
That's your responsibility. You'll have to find someone on your own.
Right. I guess she really is mad.
Isn't she always like that? To be honest, I thought for sure she was gonna shoot down your idea to bring the girl along.
Why?
She's just so single-minded. I bet she'd kick a puppy if it got in the way of her mission.
Come on. Mila isn't that cold-blooded.
I wonder. Speaking of her mission, I hear you two had a rough time at that lab in Fenmont.
Did Mila tell you about it?
Well, she must have swiped something big from there, huh, kid? Some juicy national secret that got the army all riled up?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Don't play coy, kid. I'll find out eventually. Why not just tell me now? It'll be our little secret.
I'm sorry. I really don't know.
Well, I guess she really doesn't trust us.
No, that's not true. Wait here. I'll go ask her.
No, no. If you really don't know about it, then forget I asked. I mean that. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
But
I doubt she'll take kindly to me poking my nose in her business. So don't tell her I asked, okay?
all right, got it.
I've still got the key. But how much time does it buy me?
Mila? You see something?
No, I was just thinking. Elise, what are you going to do now?
I don't know.
What exactly do you know?
We know Juden, Mila, and Alvin are our pals.
That's not the sort of thing I meant. What is Tipo, for instance? How can a doll talk?
What do you mean, what's Tipo? You're looking at him. I'm Tipo. I'm Ellie's pal.
Having a conversation with you is quite difficult. We don't seem to be on the same page.
Hey, we better get our stuff.
You're right. Looks like we're almost there.
I wonder how tight Rashagal's security is right now.
Mila! Mila's our pal.
Oh,
Looks like everyone's getting along, at least. Don't worry, everything will work out.
Looks like security's not so tight after all.
Soldiers are still patrolling, though. We'll have to be careful.
strange. What changed? They were deploying soldiers across the border to find us before.
Maybe they found something more important to do than chase after us.
I'm not complaining. Let's avoid the soldiers and head to Fenmont.
Hang in there, Elise. It'll just be a little while longer till we reach the city. Then I'm sure we'll find the perfect person to take you in.
What? But Take us in? What the hey are you talking about?
That could have gone better. He just told the little lady he's unloading her on a perfect stranger. That's news to her. No wonder she looks surprised.
And he thinks I'm inconsiderate.
He's just a kid. Nothing.
And after that, we arrived here in Sapstraph Seahaven. We are, if we look at the map here, we are all the way over here across the sea into the south. So, pretty much in Sapstraph, there is a lot of subquests to do. And this is actually the first time we've actually got a subquest skit, as you guys can see, the softest bed in town. Whenever you see a green sub skit, that kind of indicates, hey, we got subquests here in town. You should go check them out. So let's go ahead and listen to it. Softest bed in town.
Trust me, the beds are way softer at the inn here than anywhere else.
You focus on the strangest things.
All right, I'm checking in.
Can we really afford to relax like this?
They're really, really short skits, but they kind of tell you, hey, do this in town, and it'll initiate a subquest. We got another one. It says, a suspicious sailor.
Be careful, Elise. A sailor in the Seahaven has been staring at you.
Oh, I didn't notice anything.
We might just be overthinking things, but he might know something. Maybe we should chat him up.
So we have another quest here in town from a suspicious sailor. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and talk to that suspicious sailor. He's all the way over here. We get close to him.
Hey, buddy. I know our little lady's cute and all, but could you stop leering at her?
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help but notice that stuffed doll she's got.
You want a piece of Tipo, pal?
Aha! I knew it! This one talks too!
You mean you've seen a talking doll like this before?
Oh yeah, They look just like that one.
That might be Tipo-'s family.
Where did you see it?
A traveling merchant was selling them here a little while ago. He said he was heading west.
That must be Sherrilton.
So there might be other Tipos besides Tipo?
That is a possibility.
I want to meet my family.
Wow. These new toys are so impressive. Now I wish I'd bought one for my daughter.
So, our next objective is to go to Sherrilton and learn about Tipo-'s family, which we are actually on our way to Sherrilton, so don't worry about it too much. Our next little side quest is down here. There's another sailor down here. Let's go ahead and talk to him. He says, "Aw, shoot, I forgot to have this package shipped out. If you are heading west, do you think you could deliver this for me?" Yeah, let's go ahead and accept it. "Great, please take us to the inn in Sherrilton." So, we got another request to go to Sherrilton. We are heading that way, so that's very convenient. So let's go ahead and take that. Now, there is another quest if we go to the inn. Now, that's what Alvin said. But before we do so, we have another side quest here. If we come up to this little billboard, it actually has wanted posters on it. Let's go ahead and view it.
Those wanted posters. Is that Jude and Mila? Wow, you both look so evil.
That's supposed to be Jude and I?
Well, this is lucky. If that's what they're looking for, there's no way they'll ever catch us.
These are awful.
Oh, I'm sure this can't be fun at your age. Kids can be so self-conscious.
No, I don't care about me, but Mila looks terrible.
He's right. This is quite unfortunate. The whole reason I assumed this form is because its appearance is effective against men. Half the human population. But if I'm as ugly as I appear in that poster, I need to fundamentally reevaluate my strategy.
Wow, that is diabolical. I had no idea.
Jude, be honest with me. Am I attractive from a male perspective?
Well, you're beautiful, in my opinion.
And sexy. Ellie says she wants to look just like you. Tipo!
You have nothing to worry about, Mila.
So, what would you say are her finest features?
Oh, maybe how good she smells, or those amazing curves.
Yes, I see. Thank you for your invaluable opinion.
My. Our little Jude is becoming a man.
I was just speaking objectively.
As you saw, Jude's face was like really beet red. But this is called, I think, this has something to do with the wanted posters. We'll be seeing that over the course of our adventure many times. So that's just the start of it. Our next little side quest is actually over here. If we talk to this lady right here, she says, "I have a request that I need to keep secret. Can I trust you?" Sure. "I want you to find me a poison stinger. Please don't ask what it's for." So our next task is to find a poison stinger. We will find those later, so just keep in mind that she's right there. But let's go to the inn, and actually let's go ahead and sleep at the inn as soon as these guys load right here. Let's go ahead and talk to the inn. It says 150 gold per night. Should I prepare one for you? Yes.
Please, I'm in a hurry.
What is it?
That woman. Quite a looker, eh? What do you think?
This again?
Found you, cat. Now come with us or else.
Never mind. Just cancel my reservation.
Alvin?
I can't believe we fell for your pathetic lies.
Please, I beg you, let me go. Please, you don't understand.
Who
Who are you working for? Tell us!
Hey, what are you doing?
I think the lady's had enough.
Mind your own business. You don't know what she's done.
Alvin, what's going on?
Damn it! He's got friends. Let's get out of here.
Cab, was it? That's an unusual name.
Why did you help me? You don't know what they'll do to you.
Well, how do I put this?
He can't help it. Alvin's always had a weakness for pretty faces.
That's my Jude. Always kidding around. Now, how about you take her back to the inn and tend to her wounds?
As you command, sir.
She couldn't be one of them. Could she?
Oh, hey. Have you seen Kat today?
She left before dawn.
Hey, over here! What's going on?
This was no accident. Who would do such a thing?
Kat!
Did you know her? I'm sorry, but she's already gone.
What happened? Was it those two men from yesterday?
No, it wasn't them.
Do you know who did this?
Hey, could you give us a moment here? It won't take long. She never came out and said so, but I suspect Kat was a member of the Rats.
The Rats?
That's what they call the female spy organization that works for the Octao clan. They're one of the shadier tribes in Azul. The Rats use women to gather intelligence. As their name implies, they sneak in anywhere, like rodents. They're pretty well known in Azul.
I can't believe it.
I don't think those thugs from yesterday had caught on to her real identity. They must have been from the group she was spying on. They wouldn't have gone this far.
Then who?
Other Rats. With her cover blown, she became a liability. I had a hunch that she might have been a spy, but... this might be my fault.
No, this isn't your fault.
Are you guys done?
Yeah, thanks for that.
You okay?
Yeah, these things happen. You just have to put it out of your mind. You can't save everyone, kid.
And that was the start of another quest by the name of Those Who Act in Shadow. Actually, there's actually an item down here. Let's go ahead and grab it. Jet Black Feather, yay! That quest right there, that's going to take probably the whole entire game to complete. That was just the start of it. There's going to be many quests that start like from the beginning of the game and they don't end until the very end of the game. So keep that in mind. Our next little quest is over here. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. This is a bounty hunter right here. He says, "Greetings, friends. I am called the Amazing Bounty Hunter. Would you folks like to help me with a little job? If you help me, I'll tell you why people call me the Amazing Bounty Hunter." Sure. Your mission is to eliminate the monsters attacking travelers on the high road. My sources indicate that their nest is in Sapstraph Deepwood. Now, go get them. Don't worry, if things turn hairy, my amazing self will be right there to help you. Okay, dude. Yeah, but he asks us to go practically kill a bunch of monsters in Sapstraph Deepwood, which we will go and visit here possibly next episode. So, let's go ahead and look at our shop stuff here. Let's go ahead and expand if we have any. I don't think we do. That's the thing. I don't think we have very many materials. Oh, wait. I was completely wrong about that. Let's go ahead and level it up to... Oh, I only have 7. Okay. Let's go ahead and increase it to 6 for accessories. Because, as you guys can see, it was times 3. You get 3 times the experience points off of that. So that was kind of good that we increased it to level 6. Let's do the armor shop next, because we need to kind of catch up with that. Okay, we've got a bunch of wild grass. Let's go ahead and level that up to level 7. There we go. We got new items in shop and everything. I might actually, now that I got all these weapons here, let's go ahead and go to, not the weapon shop, let's go to armor shop. Let's go ahead and buy some new stuff, like half guard. Let's go ahead and increase that for Jude here. I'm a little wet leather, let's go ahead and equip that for Alvin here. Iron helm, let's go ahead and equip that for Alvin. 28 expansion points, okay. Bronze circlet, that is for Mila. Let's go ahead and equip that to her. And that's practically all the stuff that we got. I only look in the new category unless I really need to look for a specific armor. Because the new category is where most of your new stuff is going to be. So that's why I go and look there most of the time. Let's go ahead and look at the accessories while we're at it here. We got leather capes. It doesn't really increase it by too much. It only increases your physical defense by a little bit. But anyways, oh, we've got another skit. It says, "How's egg principle?" Let's go ahead and listen to that.
If you leave an egg in an empty box and said egg gets crushed, the cause must lie within the egg itself. How's egg principle? It sounds obvious, but at the same time, not so much.
500 years ago, Professor Howe used that principle to deduce how spirit channeling works.
Although people still channeled beforehand, right? They just didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah. Since spirits have no apparent physical form, people weren't aware they existed at all. But Professor Howe surmised that something had to be converting the mana from our mana lobes into arts.
And that turned out to be spirits.
Yep. His hypothesis was proven with the discovery of spirits that had taken physical forms.
And because he figured out what was inside the egg, the age of spirit arts was born.
Exactly. Although there's still a lot we don't understand about spirits.
Like Maxwell being a busty 20-year-old. Bet even Professor Howe didn't see that coming.
But yeah, that skit practically explains what the Howe's egg principle, a concept that they keep talking about a lot in this game. Practically is as if one thing causes another and you can't explain it, yeah, pretty much. I can't even go into explain it that well. I'm not really good at explaining things. But if you come over here towards the exit of town, this guy says, "You there, would you like to listen to a story? Sorry, but we're in kind of hurry. Some other time, alright?" Come now, don't be like that. Linger a moment and bring an old man some joy. What kind of story? You don't want to go there, Jude. Give this guy an inch and he'll take a mile. Don't worry, young man. I promise the story will be worth your time. Why, it might even save your life. Sounds interesting. Tell us your story. That's more like it. Now hear my tale of monsters. Many years ago, a young man named Trill lived among the northern tribe. Trill had a talent for controlling monsters, an unusual gift that gave him the ability to draw out the monster's hidden powers. But Trill's genius was not easily stated, as he began to dabble in forbidden arts. By tampering with the monster's mana lobe, he sought to create a monster that would grow stronger with every battle. Tampering with mana lobes? But that's not possible? No, but Trill did it all the same. After over 20 years of research, he successfully created 6 new monsters, These monsters, with their hyper-enlarged mana lobes, could cast new spirit arts with pure instinct. Each of the 6 monsters had a weapon growing out of its body, and as if each of the living incarnation of the weapon itself. These weapons were dubbed Devil Arms, and these monsters themselves, Devil's Beasts. In all my years as a mercenary, I've never heard a story like that. Of course you haven't, young man. 20 years ago, Trill took his 6 devil beasts and led them into a great war. About a huge tsunami hit the battlefield and washed everything away, including Trill. And thus the secret knowledge needed to create these monsters was lost. That's it? Thanks for wasting our time, old fella. Ah, but the story's not over yet. You see, The Devil's Beast did not die that day. Trill's death released them, and to this day, they still roam free somewhere in this world. And you said these Devil Beasts got stronger with every fight? I did, and now they've been fighting for over 20 years. I can't imagine how strong they must be. So listen well, if you see a monster with a weapon growing out of its body, do not attempt to fight it. That, my friends, is the moral of the little story, and the secret to a long life. This is kind of a warning, because we are going to be running into monsters that have weapons growing out of their bodies. This is not going to be even attempted until endgame. Those guys are in the upwards of level 60s. Do not fight those guys. But we are here in Sapstraph Seahaven. Our next destination is Charlton, I think. Yeah, head to Fen Mountain through Sapstraph Seahaven. But we got another skit. They could make another.
Looks like our wanted poster is making the rounds at the Seahaven.
Does this sort of thing actually work?
You tore it down?
Yes, but I can't imagine a poster like this will give us any trouble. Do humans have a different sense of aesthetics than I do?
Well, anyway, Mila tore it down, so we should be safe here, right?
That'll never work. Keep tearing them down and they'll keep putting them right back up.
Mila?
It's nothing. Alvin's right. Even with this terrible likeness, we can't afford to take chances. We should move on.
All right.
Given enough time, they might manage to make a replacement key as well. We need to hurry.
Yeah, so pretty much that kind of tells us the story about the, well, the wanted posters. Now, here in Sapstraph Seahaven, you will see a cutscene if you get farther into this place, but we will have to take an alternate route. Now, I'll go into more detail about that later. Let's go ahead and climb this up and grab this, item bag here. This is mysterious liquid. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this. Rotten bones. More material for our characters, or for our shop levels. But, as you guys can see, there's a caravan over there. We can't really get too close to it. I don't think we're going to be able to get to the Ifrit's treasure here. I didn't think so.
A military checkpoint.
I knew things were too easy.
What'll we do?
Well, hey! What's over yonder?
That's the Deepwood.
If we can hike our way through there, we'll come out right near Charlton.
Then our path is clear.
It won't be easy going. What about Elise?
You knew she'd face risks on this journey.
I'm fine. Really. I can go with you. Don't argue, you guys. You're pals, remember?
Elise?
The girl has agreed, so this matter is no longer open to debate.
But now our next path is kind of open to us clear. We have to go to Sapstraph Deepwood, which is over here. We can't go here because there's a military checkpoint. So that means there was an Ifrit's treasure on this cliff. As you guys can see, there are some vines growing over there. I can't get any further. As soon as you come here, there's an invisible wall that stops you, and Jude says, well, what does he say? He says, this leads to the checkpoint. We can't go that way. So the Ifrit's treasure is going to have to wait. There are two Ifrit's treasure here in Sapstraph Seahaven, which we will grab later. So let's go ahead and come up here. And we actually have a treasure chest here. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we get soda rice, another food item.
You seem to know a lot about this area.
Never actually been in the Deepwood before, but there's a first time for everything.
Let's go ahead and fight this boar right here. This is actually the first time we ever actually fought a boar. So I'm going to go ahead and show this off as soon as it loads here. Boars are really powerful enemies, so be careful of that whenever you go and fight them. Oh god. Let's go ahead and kick their butts. They're more based on power, so their attack is mostly just wailing you down and knocking you down. So be careful of that. Let's go ahead and, as you can see, Mila's taking pretty much a good hit here. So let's go ahead and switch her up here, and let's go ahead and Demon Fist, and then use Final Gale to take off that one. Soaring Vortex. And he's kind of going out of the ring here a little bit. It's kind of funny.
I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
But Alvin leveled up from that fight. So now we have more Lilium Orbs to deal with. But, as you could see, the Sapstraph Deepwood is their next area. But I'm going to say that for the next episode. So in the next episode of Let's Play Tales of Xillia, we are going to go through the Sapstraph Deepwood and continue on towards Sherrilton. So I will see you guys in the next episode.